Election night is going to be a little different. I'm going to make this pretty brief, but I just sent out a poll a couple days ago giving you guys a Google form for where you could vote on each specific state and who would win between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And this can all be found in my community tab where I post polls, and I'm going to start posting daily where I post things before videos and get ideas from you guys. And this Google form had 229 responses, so it was a pretty big group. And I didn't see any clear bias. When I was looking at the poll numbers out of states like Alabama and California, obviously Joe Biden would win California. 98% of you agreed on that. 97% of you agree that Donald Trump would win Alabama. So these states and other states were all decided pretty clearly, and the final result I'll reveal once the video is over, obviously, was something that I would have come up with myself. I came up with the same scenario with other candidates, and it's not unrealistic whatsoever. And it goes to show how you guys can come together, and it really worked out phenomenally. I thought it could possibly turn out where people would be giving states like Missouri or Indiana to Biden. That didn't happen, and Donald Trump didn't win states like New York or Vermont, things like that. So this turned out pretty well. So I did not make this prediction, so don't get too angry at me when you see the result. I'm just getting what you guys told me, and I'm going to put it out in the video. So some of the states were closer than others when it came to between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, but in the end, it's probably something that's way super realistic. So let's get right into this video. Good evening. Welcome to Election Night in America 2020. Tonight we have the incumbent president, Donald Trump, running with the incumbent vice president, Mike Pence, and the former vice president under President Barack Obama and his running mate, a junior senator from the state of California, Kamala Harris. It is now time for our 7 p.m. poll closings. The state of Kentucky, 8 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Out of Vice President Mike Pence's home state of Indiana, their 11 electoral votes go to Donald Trump. The president will also carry the state of South Carolina and its 9 electoral votes. No surprise out of the state of Virginia, the first swing state to go tonight, Joe Biden carries their 13 electoral votes. Vermont, 3 electoral votes, Joe Biden the projected winner. The state of Georgia and its 16 electoral votes are too close to call. Donald Trump is leading. Looking at the electoral map, Donald Trump taking an early lead with 28 electoral votes to Vice President Biden, 16. It is now time for our 7:30 p.m. poll closings. The state of West Virginia, 5 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Out of the state of North Carolina, their 15 electoral votes are currently too close to call. Joe Biden is in the lead. Joe Biden is also leading out of the crucial battleground state of Ohio and its 18 electoral votes. Looking at the electoral map, no real change here. 16 electoral votes for Vice President Biden, and President Trump leading with 33 electoral votes. It is now time for our 8 p.m. poll closings. We have a huge batch of poll closings. Starting off with the Republican wins, Oklahoma, Donald Trump the projected winner of their 7 electoral votes. The volunteer state will award its 11 electoral votes to the president. The president will also carry the state of Alabama and its 9 electoral votes. No surprise out of the state of Mississippi, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Out of the state of Missouri, a state that Democrats thought they could contest this election season, Donald Trump easily carries their 10 electoral votes. Now for the Democratic wins, Maryland, 10 electoral votes, Joe Biden the projected winner. Connecticut, another 7 electoral votes add to the Biden column tonight. The state of Delaware, a state he is a senator from, Joe Biden carries their 3 electoral votes. The state of Rhode Island, 4 electoral votes, Joe Biden the projected winner. No surprise out of the state of New Jersey and its 14 electoral votes, Joe Biden is the projected winner. The state of Illinois and its 20 electoral votes land solidly in the Biden column tonight. The state of Massachusetts and its 11 electoral votes easily go to Joe Biden. Joe Biden will carry the District of Columbia, his home for many years, 3 electoral votes landing in his column tonight. The state of New Hampshire, another swing state landing in the Democratic column tonight, 4 electoral votes, Joe Biden the projected winner. Another swing state, Maine, all 4 of their electoral votes, a flip from 2016, are now projected to go to Joe Biden. The state of Florida, the Sunshine State's 29 electoral votes are currently too close to call. Joe Biden is in the lead. The state of Pennsylvania, 20 electoral votes, too close to call. This is Joe Biden's birth home state. Looking at the electoral map, Joe Biden now taking the lead with 96 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 76. It is now time for our 8:30 p.m. poll closings. The state of Arkansas, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner, making little change on our electoral map, giving Donald Trump 82 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 96. It is now 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and we have another huge batch of poll closings from the heart of the country. The state of Louisiana, 8 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. A huge win for the Trump campaign out of the state of Texas, and it's 38 electoral votes now landing in the Trump column tonight. The state of Kansas, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. The state of Nebraska, all 5 of their electoral votes are now projected to go to the president, Donald Trump. The president will also carry the state of Wyoming, one of the most conservative states in the union. 3 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. The state of South Dakota, 3 electoral votes goes to Donald Trump, as goes South Dakota, so does North Dakota, with another 3 electoral votes landing in the Trump column tonight. The state of Arizona, another swing state, Donald Trump now holding on this state for the GOP, 11 electoral votes add to his column. The state of New York, 29 electoral votes, Joe Biden is the projected winner. Out of the state of New Mexico, another swing state landing in the Democratic column tonight, Joe Biden will carry their 5 electoral votes. Out of the state of Colorado, another swing state, 9 electoral votes landing in the Democratic column for Joe Biden. The state of Minnesota, 2 close to call, a swing state from 2016, and yet again another swing state in 2020, 10 electoral votes, 2 close to call. The state of Michigan, part of the Rust Belt, 16 electoral votes, 2 close to call, but Joe Biden has a clear lead. Another state, Wisconsin, 2 close to call. 10 electoral votes, Joe Biden is in the lead over Donald Trump. Looking at the electoral map, Donald Trump now taking the lead with 159 electoral votes to Joe Biden with 139. It is now 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we have another batch of poll closings. The state of Utah, as expected, Donald Trump the projected winner, 6 electoral votes. The state of Iowa, a swing state now landing in the Republican column, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Donald Trump will also carry the state of Montana, and it's 3 electoral votes. As expected out of the state of Ohio, a very hotly contested swing state now landing in the Republican column. Donald Trump was leading in the polls here, 18 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. The state of Michigan, a huge flip from 2016. Joe Biden carries the state of Michigan. This is a big one. 16 electoral votes landing in the Democratic column tonight. Another swing state, 10 electoral votes. Hillary Clinton narrowly carried the state back in 2016. Joe Biden now handedly doing so, 10 electoral votes in the column tonight. Out of his birth home state, the state of Pennsylvania, 20 electoral votes. Narrowly handed Trump his victory back in 2016, now going to Vice President Biden. Out of the state of Nevada, it is 2 close to call, 6 electoral votes at stake. Looking at the map, Donald Trump now has 192 electoral votes, and Joe Biden has 185. It is now 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Stand by for a huge batch of poll closings. The state of California, 55 electoral votes, the biggest prize in the union. Joe Biden the projected winner. Joe Biden will also carry the state of Hawaii, and it's 4 electoral votes. With the 12 electoral votes out of the state of Washington, Joe Biden is the projected winner. The winner of the state of Oregon, and its 7 electoral votes, is Joe Biden. The state of Idaho, 4 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Looking at the electoral map, Joe Biden is now 7 electoral votes away from the presidency of the United States of America at 263 electoral votes, while Donald Trump is behind at 196 electoral votes. It is now 12:33 a.m. Eastern Time, and we now have state calls from the states of Florida, Wisconsin, North Carolina, and Nevada, and a presidential call to make. The state of Florida, the Sunshine State's 29 electoral votes will go to the Democrat Joe Biden. The state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes, Joe Biden the projected winner. Another flip, as was Florida. The state of Nevada, as expected, 6 electoral votes lands in the Democratic column tonight for Vice President Joe Biden. A little silver lining here for Republicans. North Carolina, 15 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Looking at the electoral map, Joe Biden now has 308 electoral votes, now surpassing the magic number of 270 electoral votes, which means Joe Biden will go on to be the next president of the United States of America, surpassing the 270 on our electoral map with 308 electoral votes, defeating his challenger Donald Trump, while Donald Trump only has 211 electoral votes. It is now 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and we can now call the state of Alaska and Georgia. The state of Alaska, as expected, Donald Trump the projected winner of their 3 electoral votes. The swing state of Georgia, 16 electoral votes now landing in the Republican column tonight, but it will make no matter because on our electoral map, Joe Biden has already been elected the next president of the United States of America by flipping back the states of Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Florida, giving him 308 electoral votes, to the incumbent president's 230. Thank you guys for watching this video. So I recently made a post on my community post, but if you didn't see it, I'm opening up my Instagram to all of you, so you guys can just contact me there and tell me video ideas personally instead of commenting in the comments, and I have a possibility of not seeing it or seeing it, whereas it's completely direct on Instagram. I also have a Twitter, which is always in the description below, but people haven't really gravitated towards Twitter. I've gotten a lot more requests on either Snapchat or Instagram. Also, what do you guys want to see next? So again, that all goes back to the suggestions thing. Comment that down below, because I look down there, and if I see something that catches my eye, a lot of my video ideas come from you guys, and they're things that you guys want me to talk about. So yeah, and also subscribe for more content if you haven't already. Leave a like or dislike depending on how you agree with this, but again, I did not make this prediction. You guys did, so that's pretty interesting. I'm probably going to do more things like this in the future. And also, thank you guys for watching this video in general, and I'll see you all tomorrow.